Hello everyone, NewGet here, and welcome to another match of Littlewargames. Today I am bringing you a match played on Ravaged AA4, played by Mon in the top left corner with the red pieces, and his opponent in the bottom right corner playing with the blue plate pieces is NorM. Both of these players have been, actually no, I think NorM has been featured on this channel before a couple times. He's a very great player, very versatile in a majority of his strategies. Mon is someone that I am less familiar with. I may have had him on the channel once before, but as far as I can tell, he is a very, very strong player indeed. I've had a break from casting Littlewargame for a while, and so it is really great to be back. Really great to be alive and able to cast the games. So I'm really excited to see what strategies may have possibly changed since I've been around. Looks like both of the players going for a first castle, so it's going to be a really passive early game. If that's the case, I'm just going to speed things up a little bit, and this is the information we're going to need. Mon looks like he is going for a castle first into 2 den. I'm assuming that's what this worker is for, yes. So a typical, as far as I understand it, a typical first base play versus NorM's first base into barracks. So a little bit interesting. Both players kind of going for the same idea economically, not the same idea in terms of what they want in an army, so that'll be very exciting to play. Typically, I see Wolf Den right after the castle first, because wolves are so quick to produce, and that usually covers any weaknesses from not having units out on the board so quickly. So, at 2 minutes 50, when typically a raider would be on the other side of the map. Mon would have a worker on the map and then 2 more incoming. So, also great use for scouting due to the fact of its mobility. It's a great scouting unit. Let's go ahead and speed things up. Looks like Mon is going to be able to see a little bit of what NorM is going for. He's able to, let's go ahead and show their vision. Yeah, so Mon is able to see the fact that NorM has gone for 2 bases here, and now NorM is going to have to defend against 3 wolves with 1 raider. Another raider on the production line. Let's go ahead and take a look at the production. Definitely looks like Mon is trying to go for this worker here. Does pull back to harass that raider a little bit more. Go ahead and see their actions per minute. Does like Mon is spending a little bit of APM to make sure that he is microing this. At the same time, his economy is suffering a little bit. He's floating about 400 resources while NorM is doing a little bit better. It does look like the wolves will be surrounded here. The raider does die and does leave an opening for these wolves to wrap around all of the workers and escape with essentially 1 loss. Let's go ahead and see how many units were lost. Yeah, 1 wolf for 1 raider. That's actually really incredible for that much action to happen and only lose 1 unit. NorM doing a fantastic job of keeping on top of production. He's got 20 workers to his opponent's 19 workers to his opponent's 14, and at the same time able to get an army just strong enough to be able to repel his opponent. 2 raiders going on the map, trying to get some more information about what his opponent is doing. So this raider scouting to see if his opponent is going for 3rd base, which Mon does look like he is going for it. At the same time, we have these wolves again scouting. Let's go ahead and take a look at Mon's point of view. He's able to see that this raider is out on the map. He does want to try and kill that. And then NorM, he is seeing that his opponent did start up his base here. So let's go ahead and take a look at both of their vision. Both players having a micro. Mon going in for this fight. Definitely going to try and kill as many workers and archers as possible, but it does look like these wolves do get caught out And it looks like 4 wolves do go down there. Something we didn't see is that this raider did manage to pick off one of Mon's workers, which is really good. It's really good to be able to kill your opponent's workers. And now NorM has seen that his opponent is going for this 3rd base, and he's got to think to himself, I need to get back. I need to match this player economically, because if he's playing Wolf or if he's playing Beast, he's going to be able to produce a lot of units and really try and overwhelm me. So he's gonna try and get his 3rd base going here, and he is going to try to establish a little bit more economy here. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on the units. NorM having 6 more workers than his opponent. Does look like his opponent also went for a Snake Charmer. So that means that Mon is going to be able to produce some snakes. Our ranged beast unit, fantastic for fighting against other units, as they have a lot of DPS and function just like the archer would. It's like we have a little bit of scouting with this raider. Doesn't see too much, but is really good at harassing some of these units. Doesn't look like NorM is microing it too much, or else he'd probably try and go for these units. Instead, we have this fight at NorM's 3rd base, where he has to watch out for these wolves. It looks like the archers are going to be able to deal with that threat. So NorM able to secure his 3rd base here, not having to worry about too much harassment. Does look like we have a little bit of trickery going on here. Wolves coming up after some raiders, and then Mon is going to be able to see with this wolf that his opponent is going for this forge, that his opponent has built this castle. In fact, he already has a priest. There's the priest. That's actually a really big deal. Priests lay down a healing ward, which give an aura of healing wherever that ward is, which really which is a lot of value because it heals all the units around it. Let's keep an eye on production. It does look like Mon has decided to go for this werewolf den. He's also decided to go for some more upgrades, as well as a 4th base. So definitely trying to keep on top of his opponent in terms of worker production and in terms of economy. Definitely doing a fantastic job of that. Would love to see a little bit more macro out of Mon, being able to build some houses to make sure that he doesn't get supply block. He's going to be close to supply block soon, so just as long as he's keeping on top of that. NorM is doing a fantastic job of holding his bases here and really establishing himself. Constantly producing this barracks army, which is just going to get stronger and stronger with more priests, as these barracks armies are very strong. Oh, it does look like the priests were given their invisibility upgrade, so they are capable of making other units invisible. And so NorM is definitely going to be scouting out on the other side of the map to see if he can do some damage to his opponent's units. It looks like Mon is also going for some upgrades, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and see how much harassment these raiders are able to do. It does look like they get a snake so far, and Mon has to be conscious of the fact that this invisibility is really gonna suck for his army. So he has to really pull the trigger. He has to really try to do something. Now, as a result, NorM is able to basically trap Mon's kind of small wolf and snake army into this position where he got flanked by the raiders and NorM's main force. Does look like we have a werewolf on the board, so that's going to be very good. Mon also trying to consolidate his position by building these watchtowers That way he doesn't get attacked too much. It does look like he decides to cancel on 2 of those, actually. May have been a wise economical advantage. Oh, it does look like he has a bird with sight. So I wish he... Oh, he uses it now, so he's going to be able to see that raider, which is fantastic. So he does have the units to counter invisibility here, and as a result, it does look like we have a fight going on. Wolves definitely trying to get in with these archers here, the soldiers. It does look like I was saying earlier, Bert's player has been able to consolidate enough units that he's just able to march on the other side of the map and really out DPS his opponent. Priest laying down this healing aura, doing a fantastic job. Workers have been pulled. The Wolf also getting into the fight. The archers are just doing a fantastic job of laying out the DPS here. And soldiers also doing a fantastic job of keeping these units like this werewolf and these wolves here at bay. It looks like the wolves are getting in with the archers though, so NorM is deciding to pull back. He is able to do a little bit more DPS, so would have loved to see some of those archers continue to attack while the others were retreating, but now that's something really hard to micro when you're in the middle of a fight like that. At this point, we can see that we have 34 wolves dead throughout this game, and so we're able to see the casualties here, while NorM hasn't really managed to suffer too much. Let's go ahead and take a look at the income. NorM making it to 5 bases actually. Is able to match his opponent's economy, which has 4 bases actually. So very interesting to see. This fight does come in. We can see again that these soldiers are doing a fantastic job of keeping the snakes and wolves at bay. It does look like Mon decided to go for an advanced workshop and got this airship. I didn't notice that, but just as quickly as we saw it, it went away. NorM doing a fantastic job of putting pressure onto his opponent's second base, harassing his workers, getting that healing ward down, really giving a lot of value to his archers here. But as we can see, just with the sheer amount of harassment that's going on at the second base, it's pretty clear that we can see that NorM has reached an advantage against his opponent. At the same time, NorM getting a airship of his own, potentially going to drop into his opponent's base. Looks like that is actually what he's doing in the top right-hand corner at this 4th base of Mon. This looked like NorM was able to drop a couple bases, kill this watchtower, and now he's just going to try and kill some workers. Really stop his opponent from producing any income. And now, as you can see, NorM is producing twice as much in terms of economy than his opponent is at this particular moment in the game, which is a huge advantage. NorM also doing a fantastic job of keeping his resources low from getting upgrades or from building watchtowers or constantly producing units. He's just doing a fantastic job. Mon is also doing a very good job of keeping his resources. So both these players doing a fantastic job. And it looks like with that actually, with the advantage that NorM was able to create by constantly accumulating strength from that 3-base economy with this basic structure, really playing defensive and building. Looks like NorM is able to take that one down. So really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment if you thought that game could have been played any better, or if you saw anything interesting in that. Alright, talk to you guys later.